Hi friends! Welcome back to my channel. This is Cozy Witchling, and today we are going to be taking a look at the next significant relationship that is coming into your life. This reading is meant for singles, but if you're not single and you just want to watch anyway, feel free to do whatever you like. And if you're new to pick a card readings, this is basically what you do. We have three groups over here. We have group 1, group 2, and group 3. And you are just going to take a look at these groups and see which group is calling out to you. And you can pause this video to meditate on the groups, or if one is standing out to you immediately, that's the group that you're meant to listen to. And once you are ready and you have picked out your group, you can go down to the timestamps below and start listening to your reading. I'm also going to do a little rundown of what we are going to be looking at for this reading. I have written it down. So basically, we are going to use the tarot to see their first impression of you, your first impression of them, and then the oracle cards to see their character, when and how you're going to meet this person, and how this relationship will be. So if you're interested to know all of these questions or all of these answers, then yeah, just continue watching and I will see you in your pile. Bye! Hi everyone! To those of you who picked group number 1, this is going to be your reading about your significant relationship or your next significant relationship that is coming into your life. So I'm going to leave her over here. Let me just put her here. And we're going to be taking this card or taking a look at this card last. So first, we are going to answer our questions on how your person or this person is going to see you, their first impression of you. So I'm going to give the card a shuffle. And I'm going to be drawing 4 cards to see their impression of you. One more. Ooh. Alrighty, let's do this. Okay, Spirit, for group number 1, what is going to be their person's first impression of them? All right, you have the Knight of Swords. Okay, they're going to see you as like a very witty, like you have a very confident air around you and you don't really care too much about speaking your mind. Sometimes they might feel like, I think their first impression of you is going to be like, dang girl, like, or guy, I can't believe you said that. And they're going to think you're very brave. They are also going to see you as the world. So their first impression of you might be that they think that you're very well traveled, or you might even look like otherworldly. You might have, I guess, physical attributes that don't really look the same as other people on this planet. I think I phrased it very weirdly, but like basically you might look angelic or you might look otherworldly to them. And then you guys also have the 5 of Swords. Okay, 5 of Swords energy. I think a lot of air energy. I kind of feel like this might be someone that you meet on a project or when you are working or something. It has a lot of planning, thoughts. You might be giving a lecture, or you could be having a discussion with like a co-worker. You know, that could be what you're doing when you meet this person. But basically they just think that you speak your mind, and they're very interested and very keen to how you think. Yes, and you have 7 of Wands. Yeah, okay, definitely it will be okay. Let me figure out how I want to put these cards first. So group number 1. I feel like how your person is going to see you is that they think you're going to be very well-traveled, otherworldly, you know, like you have a lot of knowledge and you are not afraid to speak your mind about it. Like you're not afraid to tell people what you think, and it is coming from your experience. They might be just observing you from afar, and you could just be talking to your friends or talking to maybe your teammates, your co-workers, whoever, and you're telling them like, hey, this is what you're going to do, and this is, we're not doing that. And you are very confident, you stand your ground, you know your boundaries, you know that, like, you know what you're going to stand for, what you're not going to stand for. And they're seeing all of this as like a very like cutthroat but very honest person, very honest energy, and they are very impressed by this. Like they're very impressed by this energy that you have. So even though it might be very brutal and it might be really harsh in that moment when you are, I guess, when they are first seeing you and first observing you, they can also sense the energy that like you are not like a mean person. You know, you're not saying all these things from a place of, I guess, negativity or unkindness. And they might also, with the world, see it as like you complete them, because the world talks about completion. And maybe this person is not really a very loudly spoken person. You know, they might be soft-spoken, they might be a little bit of a pushover, and they will see you as someone that they feel really inspired by or they look up to, simply because of how confident you are in the way you speak your mind. Okay, and now we are going to see your first impression of them. So Spirit, what is going to be group number 1's first impression of this person? What is going to be group 1's first impression of this person? You have 2 of Swords. You also have 8 of Cups. Okay. All right, Spirit, what else do we have? We need 2 more cards. Group 1's first impression of this person, 9 of Cups. Aw, okay, that's very cute. This is the first time I'm seeing the 9 of Cups from this tarot deck, and I think it's so pretty. And 3 of Swords. Okay. Let's see. I think group 1's, when you first meet this person, you will see them as someone who is trying to get over some kind of like a heartbreak or a hurt. They're going through a healing. They're going through, like, they might not be in the best era of their lives. They might just have been walking away from something. Someone could have possibly hurt them a lot. It could also be that this person that you're going to, I guess, that this person that is going to have the next significant relationship with you, they could already be a friend, which is why you are standing up for them and you are defending them because you don't like the way that they've been hurt. Or maybe you're the one telling them like, hey, like, I'm not okay with how this other people have treated you. Like, you need to walk away from this situation. You need to make a decision. You're at a crossroad. And like you just want this person to feel better. You are standing up for them. That is how I'm seeing it. Yeah, and you just want to help this person heal. But you also see this person as like, maybe you've had a crush on them, but you guys just never like took it anywhere, if you know what I mean. Like, you know, it could have just been like maybe they were in a relationship this whole time and you just never, you respected their boundaries, you respected their relationship, but then their partner didn't treat them very well. So this person has always kind of been like your dream person, or you kind of always wanted them, but the opportunity never presented itself. And now that this person is walking away, and yeah, like, it might not have been the best situation for them, but you are there to protect them, to stand up for them, and to help them be stronger, to complete them. You know what I mean? Like, so your impression of them would have been something like, they're your type. With this 9 of Cups, I just see this person as your type. If you would list down like the kind of person that you want, they would fit that mold, basically. Yeah, and I guess you would see him or see this person in this part of their life where they are walking away and they're venturing into a new journey where they are healing themselves. Okay, and now group number 1, we are going to go into the oracle cards to get some more detail about this significant relationship. So group 1, we are going to take a look at your oracle cards. So your first oracle card that you have is going to represent how this person is. So it's not your impression of them, but who they are as a person. And this person is coming up as the hummingbird card. And this is such a beautiful card to get. I just see hummingbird as like someone who's not really, you know, like hummingbirds are tiny, they're not really that loud, they don't command the attention of everyone in the room, but at the same time, they're so important to our ecosystem. Like they play such an important role, but yet they don't have the ego for the role that they're playing. You know, like they are very resourceful, they're very hardworking, their little wings flap so fast, their heart beats really fast. So I see this person as a very resourceful, very creative, like full of, with the rainbow color, I just see them as like a very creative person. They're full of ideas, and whenever there's like an issue or a situation that could be troublesome, this person will be able to help you, and this person is able to figure out a way. They always have very ingenious kind of ideas in their mind, and yeah, they're just resourceful. And I also feel that this person could be very spiritual as well. Like group number 1, like if I'm being honest, I think this person could be a little more spiritual than you are. Maybe you're just starting out your journey into spirituality, but if you were to happen to talk to this person about it, they would probably go like, oh yeah, I do that too. Like, you know, it could be something that you guys connect upon. All right, so that is what I'm getting with the characteristic of your person. And I'm also seeing that like, this 3 of Swords, whatever that was happening to them, they have been wronged, because I just feel like this person that is coming into your life is such a genuinely sweet and nurturing person that they do not deserve the injustice that happened to them, which is probably why you are protective of them. All right, and now we are going to take a look at 3 tarot cards to see how you are going to meet this person. So how and when. So you have the 3 of Cups, the Knight of Wands, and the Queen of Swords. I feel with the 3 of Cups that I really think that this person, this next significant relationship that you are going to have, you've already met this person. I think that you guys are in the same friend group. Let me put it here actually. Yeah, I think you guys are in the same friend group and you guys already kind of know each other. So you might be meeting him again, or this new phase of your connection. Yeah, with the World card, it might be a new phase as well. This new phase of your connection is going to start maybe at a party or like a friendly gathering, or you guys could be hanging out online with a group of friends, and then that person might start talking about like whatever happened, and then you would feel very, you know, passionate about certain things, and then you'll start talking about it. With the Knight of Wands, I definitely see the passion coming out, and I see this as your energy. Like you might be a little sharp-tongued, but that is when you realize that like, you might realize your feelings of like, oh, maybe I do see this person as more than a friend, because why else would I be feeling so upset that someone hurt them or someone wronged them? You know, if I didn't care about this person, I would have just not cared, or like been not so bothered by the fact that they've been hurt. And I think being like in that situation, right, when you're hanging out with your friends and then this thing happened and you've realized that you felt passionately and you've said something that you normally wouldn't say, normally you would maybe hold your tongue, that will make you sort of question, like or go into your thought and think harder about what it is actually like that caused you to react that way, you know, like what feelings do you have for this person. So yeah, I'm definitely seeing some kind of friend gathering. Like, you're not gonna meet them one-on-one, you're not gonna meet them on like a dating app. No, this is a person that you already know, and you are going to realize your feelings for them, and they're gonna realize their feelings for you when you guys are hanging out with other friends. Yes. All right, and then your last two oracle cards, we are going to take a look at the purpose of this relationship, or like what this relationship is meant to teach you and why it is in your life. So when you get into a relationship with this person, you guys have the horse and bluebell, modest, fortitude. So I guess, okay, so I guess like with this relationship, it is not going to be very flaunty or very flamboyant kind of energy. Like, you're not going to go around and show them off. You guys are not, like, you guys are more of like going to be more of like in a hermit mode, where you guys would just hang out with each other. Everything is going to be quiet and steady and stable, just like the horse energy is going to be very, very steady. And I feel like the two of you, when you get together, you are going to be able to carry on loads or carry burdens, or, you know, things like just heavy things from our day-to-day lives. You are going to be able to hold it better than you have before in your previous relationships. What I'm getting is, like, for example, how the horse is able to pull the cart, like a heavy cart and stuff. Like, you guys would be able to do more than you have ever done before, as compared to your previous relationships. And I also feel that this is going to be a relationship that is going to last you for a long haul. It is going to be a journey, and you are going to learn a lot on the journey of this relationship. Sometimes, like, relationships end really fast and you don't really learn a lot in the journey, because you guys are just having a lot of fun, and, you know, it's just meant to like be there to make you feel a little bit better, and then you learn a lot more after the relationship ends. But with this relationship with this person, you are going to learn a lot and grow a lot on the journey that you guys are on together. This could even be like your lifelong partner with the horse. I'm just seeing them as like a very like loyal person. They're not gonna leave you. You guys are going to be there for each other. You guys are going to be each other's strength, someone that the other person can rely on, and it's just going to be a really beautiful relationship that you are going to learn and grow a lot from, like the both of you. And then you guys also have Unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. So like I said before, previous patterns, previous things that would have happened in your older relationships, right? It's not going to be present in this one. It is going to be really quite different from anything that you've been in before. And one more reason why I say that is because I have used this oracle card. Like, I use it every single day, and I use it for many, many, many months now. I think I've had this for like over a year. And this is the first time I've ever pulled the Unbound card. I'm not kidding you, I have never seen this card before, and I swear I thought I've seen every single one of the cards. And like basically how I learn oracle cards is that I will like draw the cards and then I'll read whatever comes out, and I've never seen this card, so I had to like actually take a look at the book to see what it was talking about. But yeah, so with that energy, I kind of feel like this relationship is going to be so different from whatever you've experienced before. It's going to teach you new lessons, and that is so beautiful in a way, because they're like, who else would you want to learn new things with, right, than this best friend slash lifelong partner that is going to walk beside you forever. You guys are going to learn the same things together and grow together and learn things about each other together. You are going to have basically a study buddy for the rest of your life, and that is how this relationship will be. Like, you guys are going to unlearn all the toxic things that you've picked up from past relationship, from your childhood, all these things that don't serve us anymore, all these mindset that are not good for us, you're going to unlearn that. And by being in the relationship with this person, you are going to get into such a beautiful future and a beautiful journey. And now I'm going to finish off the reading with the first card that you guys chose. And with the Lover's card, it says, look inside yourself, examine what is causing you to feel this way. So I think this is relating very heavily to the situation as to when you will realize this person is the one for you, or how it's going to happen. It's when you ask yourself, like, why did I react this way? Why is this situation that is happening to someone else that I'm not related to, why is it making me feel this way? And when you ask yourself that question, you will be able to realize your feelings. Like, basically just do some introspection, you know, just question your emotions a little bit so that you can learn to understand yourself much better. So yeah, group number 1, that is all the reading that I have for you today. Thank you so much for allowing me to do this reading for you. And thank you so much to your spirit guide and your spiritual team for letting me tap into the energy and sending me the guidance to share the messages that they would want to share with you. I really hope this reading resonated, and I'm sending you guys lots of love. I'm sending your family, your loved ones, your friends, your spirit guides, lots and lots of love wherever they might be. And if you like this video, you can leave a like, you can comment to tell me about your stories. I would love to read them. And you can also subscribe to my channel because that is going to help me in the long run. And I really hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye! Hi group 2s, for those of us who picked this Lover Oracle card, this is going to be your reading all about your next significant relationship. So we're going to set this card aside first. I'm going to hide him over here. And now we are going to go into the tarot cards, and we are going to pick out 4 cards to represent this person's first impression of you, and 4 cards to represent your first impression of them. I just did group number 1's reading, and it was very interesting. I found the connection really cute, so I'm really excited to see what Spirit is going to tell me about you guys. Alright, so let's see, Spirit. Can we get 4 cards about group number 2's person's first impression of them? I feel like this person is going to have, like, you're gonna have a really, you're gonna have a really fast impression, if that makes sense, like a quick impression. You're gonna make a quick impression on this person. That's what I'm trying to say. But you also did have 5 cards, so they're gonna think like quite a bit of you, or they'll have like, you'll make a really significant impression on them. That's what I'm getting. So let's see, you have the Page of Coins, and this is the Page of Coins, Page of Pentacles. Hang on, let me fix my camera real quick. Okay, the camera was like a little bit slanted and it was bothering me. So anyway, for first impressions of from your person to you, you have Page of Coins. And I'm not going to take reversals today. So you have the Empress. That's a nice energy. You have 8 of Wands. You have the Page of Swords. Okay. And you have 5 of Coins. So what I'm getting is that this person is going to think very, very highly of you, group number 2s. I think when they see you, they're going to see you as this Empress kind of energy. But also, they will see you as someone who is trying to achieve something in their lives. They're going to see you as a very passionate person who is somehow connected to the universe. Or maybe they'll see you as like a very inspirational person. They'll look at you, and you know how like some people, sometimes you observe some people and you're like, wow, like they're so connected to like the universe, and they're getting so much like downloads, they're getting so much inspiration, they're very inspirational, they have amazing things to share, and this person that is going to be significant in your life, they're going to see you in the same way. They're going to see you as someone who is very nurturing, very kind, very loving, but at the same time, you are here to change the world, and you're here to change the status quo of the humanity, right? You probably have a lot of ideas. You're probably a very creative person, but at the same time, not only do you have the Wands energy, you also have the Page of Swords and Page of Coins, so you're very quick with it. They'll see you as like very sharp, very smart. You're not a dull person, and you're also very smart in terms of like finance. Like, you are very mature, and they'll see you as someone who is on their way to growing something beautiful, in terms of business, in terms of career, and at the same time, you're not neglecting being kind and fair and loving towards the people that you care about. So basically, they just see you as like a 10 out of 10. Like, you have every single thing that they're looking for. You know, you have the wit, the charisma, the love, the nurturing energy, and the smarts to care about finances or work on your finances. But with the Five of Coins, what I'm also getting is that actually Five of Coins could also be an energy of like, usually there's like two people in the Five of Coins card, and that could talk about like collaborating, you guys working together. But for this card specifically, I kind of feel like this person might also feel that you're too good for them, or they're just observing you from the outside. So yeah, and as I said that, I saw 555. So yeah, they might see you as like some kind of like being with you as some kind of challenge that they need to conquer. You know, it's not going to be a walk in the park. Like, you are not going to be so easy to get. Not like other people are easy to get, but it's just kind of like they just feel like they have to work really hard to get you. But in the first impression, the first moment that they see you, they're gonna have the idea of like, oh, she might be out of my league, like she might be too good for me, and they might just continue to observe you from afar. And so yeah, and then this card dropped out when I was about to shuffle for your impression of them. So I'm gonna take that as the first card. All right, and now Spirit, can you tell me what is group number 2's first impression of their person? Okay, and one more, Wheel of Fortune. All right. And this one, Nine of Wands. Okay. What's interesting is that the Hermit card and kind of reminds me of the Nine of Wands in the traditional tarot, if you are familiar with the images. And then you also have the Nine of Wands from this deck itself. If I could just stop messing with my cards. You know what? Give me a second. There we go. Okay, I think this works. All right, so your impression of them. I think you're gonna see them as a quite like a reserved, a quiet kind of person. You might know this person from work, or like okay, I definitely don't see this person as someone that you know from like your friend circle. You know what I mean? Like, it's not someone that you hang out with. It's not like you guys go out and have drinks together, or you guys have like the same group of friends that you go out and have drinks together with. So you're definitely meeting them from like a workplace, or if you are in school, probably like a group project, but like you're being forced to do it with people that you're not very familiar with. So he or she, this person would be someone who is kind of unknown to you, and you might kind of see them as very reserved. Like, they're not going to be very open about, you know, their thoughts and your feelings, and they might be a bit stoic, a little quiet. Yeah, you might feel like there is a wall between you and this person. Which is funny because they feel like there's a wall between you and them. So I think it's just the fact that you guys don't really know each other yet. So like your initial meeting is kind of like, oh, this person is interesting, but at the same time, I don't really know them. There's like this barrier from, you know, like, I don't know them immediately kind of thing. But with the Wheel of Fortune, I feel like this person, when you first see them, you will also see the fact that like, oh, like your luck is changing. Maybe you have not been in a relationship for a while. Maybe you've not really seen anyone that you like for a while. No one is catching your eye. And then when this person finally showed up, you're like, oh, like he catches my eye. Just like this card over here. Like they're very, you know, they stand out a lot. And yeah, it's like, it's kind of almost like, I wouldn't say love at first sight, but it's kind of like an interest at first sight. Like someone who you meet and you're just like, I would like to get to know this person more. Like if it's in a group, a crowd of people, they're gonna be the one that's standing out. So I think this person, even though they're very stoic and quiet, you are going to notice them. And I think you guys, like the two of you, are going to do your best to like bridge this connection together, because like I do see a wall between you guys. So this relationship is going to like, it's going to be slow in building. It's not going to be hot and heavy and passionate on day one, but you guys are slowly going to get to know each other and like bring the walls down between one another. All right, and now we're going to go into the Oracle cards, and we are going to first take a look at how this person actually is. So this is your impression of them. They might not necessarily be like this. And this card is telling us how this person actually is once you get to know them. So you guys have the Peacock, which is like a really, really nice card. So with the Peacock, what I'm getting is that this person is just so beautiful on the inside and out. You know how peacocks are such like, they're one of the most beautiful birds in the bird, I don't know, world, kingdom. But yeah, their beauty actually radiates from within. It's not just someone who looks good on the outside. They're actually really good on the inside as well. And what I'm getting drawn to is also like the eye of the peacock, and how like, you know, peacock feathers, it looks like eyes basically. And I feel like this is telling me that this person is very observant. They like to watch, they like to observe, which is also similar to that Five of Coins energy of like being on the outside but observing on the inside, the Hermit energy of not taking action but just observing. So they might not be the one that's going to make the first move, because of the fact that they are just observing and they're not really sort of like an action taking kind of creature. Yeah, and I also feel like the impression I'm getting is like the male peacock, how they would do like the fan dance of like, they'll show their tails off and then like they'll try and attract their mates that way, but they wouldn't go directly to the girls. Like they'll just like show off their beauty from afar kind of thing. So this person might try to get your attention by sort of impressing you from afar. You know, if you guys are in a group project or like a work project together, he might not talk directly, they might not talk directly to you, but they would do something like they'll tell their friends who might be in the same project as you guys to be like, oh yeah, I did my portion of the work, and I also heard that group number 2 was going to do this, so I thought I would help them out, and I did a little bit of what they wanted to do kind of thing. Or I had an idea of like something that would be helpful for group number 2s, but they wouldn't talk to you directly about it. They would tell their friends, and then their friends would be like, oh hey, group 2, by the way, like this person, yeah, like they suggested this, or they did this for you, or they got coffee for you. They said that they were just, you know, at the coffee shop, and they just got one for all of us, and yeah, they got your favorite order too. Something like that. Very indirect way of impressing you, if that makes sense. All right, and then we are going to take a look at when and where you are going to meet this person. So this is not really going to talk about like actual time or actual place. It could be, but what I'm getting is that this is more of going to be like a time in your life, like at what point in your life, or what is the big milestone in your life that you will be going through when you meet this person. So what I got were the Queen of Pentacles, and then we have the Two of Swords, and then we had the Ten of Cups. So with these cards, the impression that I got was that you will be in a moment of your life, group number twos, where you're kind of making a decision, an empowered choice, a decision between should I focus on career or should I go back into the dating scene to like build on my family, like to start building a relationship, because relationships take time, and to build a stable relationship, you can't really rush it. I know people talk a lot about like falling in love at first sight and everything just happened on a whirlwind, but really strong relationships that last years, like decades, right? You take time to understand one another, and you know, like some people don't care for that, and that's fine. Some people want to focus on building a career, and that is perfectly okay. But I think you will be going through a time in your life where you will be deciding between these two things. Like, do I want to focus on having a family and building a relationship, or do I want to just forego this and focus on my career? Right? Like, this will be your energy. And I know that even though this is more towards being a love reading, this person, this next significant person in your life, they don't necessarily have to be a love interest. They don't have to be a romantic interest. This could be someone that you end up partnering with and working with for a long time. For example, I do music covers on my other channel, and I recently found a sound engineer that I love working with, and I know that this is going to be a partnership that is going to last me a long time, even though like outside of work we don't really talk about anything else. I don't know anything about them and they don't know anything about me, but when we do work together, it is a really good partnership. So it could be something like that as well, but it will be going through a time where you are either focusing on your career or focusing on building a relationship. Like, you will make a choice, and that choice will lead you to finding this person. So take it as it resonates. If you chose to take the Queen of Pentacles route, where you're focusing on the career and, you know, nurturing this, like, I guess the financial or monetary, more material side of our experience, then this would be someone that is going to help you with this choice. But if it's a Ten of Cups that you decide to choose, then this would be the person that will help you achieve the Ten of Cups. But either way, I think no matter which path that you choose, pile number two, you are going to end up being very successful. If it's a relationship, you're going to have a very beautiful relationship. If it's career, you are going to be the queen. Like, you are going to be very successful in that part of your career. All right, and now we are going to look at the last two cards, and these two cards I wanted to talk, or I want the spirit to tell us more about the purpose of this relationship, or like what you are going to learn from it. And you're already doing it. Stop overthinking, keep facing your true north. And the boar and the pumpkin with confidence. I feel like these two cards kind of relate to each other, and they're very harmonious in their message. Basically, this relationship that you're going to have with this person, this significant person that is coming into your life, is to teach you confidence. It is going to grow your confidence. It is going to make you more confident than you were. You are going to go through so many lessons in having this relationship in your life that, like, years down the line, you're going to look back and be like, yeah, that was the relationship that helped me build confidence. Like, they might be very supportive towards you, and that is going to grow your confidence, or they could just give you very like encouraging words to give you confidence. Or sometimes we do learn and grow a lot from not so nice experiences, but either way, like the purpose of this connection is that you are going to be more confident with your decisions and the things that you like. Stop overthinking and keep facing your true north. I think Spirit is also saying that this is a connection that is meant to happen. This is your true north. And I have this, like, sometimes I'm going through experiences in life where I feel like a certain situation or a certain person is my true north. But the thing is, I've realized that sometimes they're not my true north, but it doesn't mean that I was wrong, but it's kind of just like, oh yeah, like they weren't the actual destination, they weren't the actual guiding star, but they're kind of like the lamp posts, like the lights along the street, right? Like if you don't have little lights along the streets as you're driving down the road, then it's harder to see the road that you're going down on. So pile number 2, like you guys are going down this path, this journey of life that is destined for you. This path is the right path for you. And sometimes you end up at like a lamppost thinking that that's the final destination, and only after you go past it, you realize, oh, that was just a little pit stop, a little guiding light to show that I'm on the right track. So just like the pillars over here, you know, like they're just little support beams to continue to encourage you and tell you that you are on the right track. So don't be disheartened if you thought someone was your true north and turns out that they weren't. It doesn't mean that you're on the wrong path. It just means that you mistaken the pillar or the light for the star at the end of that journey. And Spirit is telling me to tell you to just keep going, and you'll eventually end up where you are always meant to end up. All right, and now we are going to end the reading with this final card. And this says, acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times, we must accept things as they are. There is no point trying to change that which is beyond our control. So this is a little message from Spirit to you. And I think this is kind of talking similarly about like accepting things as they are. I think if you have gone through a situation where you feel like you had hopes about certain things turning out differently and then they just like didn't turn out the way you wanted to, just accept it for what they are. It doesn't mean that you're on the wrong path. Like I said, it just means that you were at a pit stop, or you were seeing the pit stop light, and it wasn't like you know that it was a pit stop light because that was the only light that you can see from where you were at, until you got to that point and you realize, oh yeah, this isn't where I want to end up. I'm gonna keep going. So accept things as they are. And once you find acceptance in the things that you do and the things that happens around you, that is when you can be in flow with nature and in flow with life, and it'll be easier for you to walk down this path that you are destined on. Group number 2s. So that is all the readings that I have for you today. I really hope that it resonated with you, and thank you so much for letting me do this reading for you, and thank you so much to your spiritual team for letting me tap into the energy and for the messages to come through and for you to hear it. I'm sending you lots of love. I'm sending your spiritual team, your friends, your family, your loved ones, lots of love no matter where they are. And if you like this video, feel free to like this video. You can also leave me comments because I would love to read whatever you guys tell me. And if you haven't subscribed, feel free to subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss out on my future videos. And I really hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye! Hi Group 3s, if you guys have chosen this Lover's card, this is going to be a reading all about your next significant relationship coming to you soon. So this is what we're going to do. We are going to pull 4 cards from the tarot deck, and so the first 4 cards are going to be this person's first impression of you, and then the next 4 cards are going to be your first impression of them. So this is just first impressions. It depends on the situation that you guys are going to be in and how they're going to view you. It doesn't necessarily mean that this is how they are or this is how you are. We have oracle cards to talk about that. And also we'll not be taking any reversals today. So, Spirit, can you tell us what is group number 3's person's first impression of group number 3 going to be? What is their first impression? Okay, yeah, this is beautiful. You have the world. Group number 1 also had the world. I want to see if I want to put this card like a little bit differently. You guys also have the 8 of Wands, which is group 2's had that. That's very interesting. All right. And then let's see. 2 more card spirits. You have Knight of Swords. Okay. Can't remember if group 1 had that, but very similar energies. And then one, ooh, that's too many. One more card spirit of group, okay. Ooh, 9 of Coins. That's pretty. Let's see. Should I put it here? No, I'm gonna put it here. Sure. Okay. So your person's first impression of you is that I think they're gonna see you as a very like, definitely someone who makes very quick decisions. Like, you're someone that is not going to sit and do nothing and let things happen to you. You're definitely someone who takes action, who makes quick decisions, and they're gonna see you as... With this card, I'm just getting the idea of like, they'll see you as like a good partner. Like someone who can actually be on their level, who can match their energy. They'll see you as someone who can match their energy simply because of the way that you take action. I think this person might also be someone who is very action oriented, or it could also be a different thing where they're not very action oriented, so they are inspired by someone who doesn't just sit down and do nothing, but who is able to take action. I'm also seeing that like you have the element of like the Pentacles, the Wands, and the Swords, so almost like entirely well balanced. I'm not seeing the Cups energy though, so their first impression of you might not necessarily be something that is like emotional. I think they would probably see you as someone who is very impressive, but not really as someone who is a very like gentle, soft-spoken. Like, actually on the contrary, you will be the strong energy, like in the more masculine kind of energy, very go-getter, very confident. And yeah, that is going to be their first impression of you. With the 9 of Coins as well, they're gonna see you as like someone who is very responsible. So even though you are quick to take action, you don't dilly-dally, you also take very cautious, like very well thought out, well calculated, well planned action. So that's why they are also seeing you as like the world energy, because yeah, like with the world energy, they just see you as someone who knows about, I'm getting like who knows about completion. It doesn't make sense in my head, but I think that's what Spirit is trying to say. But it's kind of just like you've gone through life, like you know what's up. So they see you as someone who is experienced and who is cultured and who is seasoned. Yeah, that's what they're seeing you as. And then this card came out when I was shuffling for the next 4 cards. So this is going to be your impression of this person. So you have the Tower. Spirit, what is group number 3's impression of this person, this next significant relationship? You have 9 of Swords. Okay. All right, 2 more cards, Spirit. This is very funny. Not funny in like a I don't know, it's just like they have really good impression of you, but I feel like your impression of them, not so good. But let's see. You have 3 of coins. Oh, you have the Emperor. Okay. What's up, Spirit? Okay, what does this mean? Alright, so these are the cards that you have in terms of like your impression of them. So you have the Tower, Knight of Swords, 3 of Coins, the Emperor, and the Page of Swords. I feel like your first impression of them is that, okay, they are not when you first meet them, this person will not be in their comfort zone. Also, let me go change my battery real quick. I'll be right back. Hi, Group 3s, I'm back. So, where were we? Okay, your first impression of them. When you first meet this person, you are going to think that they are not really like in their element. Maybe they're trying something new. Maybe they're not really used to like whatever that they're doing when you first see them. I'm also seeing that there's someone who might be very caught up in their thoughts. Like they might be overthinking a lot of things, and your first impression would be like, okay, this kid or this person is pretty new to what they're doing. They're really overthinking it a lot. But I'm also seeing that you would see inside of them that you know that they can be confident that once they keep doing what they're doing, they will reach this Emperor kind of energy. And the Swords energy that is in their mind right now is just temporary due to the Tower card being here. This is all just temporary energy, but who they really are on the inside is someone who can master their thoughts, who can be in control of their own feelings, who can stop overthinking, and who will be able to grow into the Emperor energy, the father figure, the strong, like the masculine kind of like, you know, confident person. I think the person that you are going to have this connection with, yeah, I just feel like they're kind of out of their element when you first meet them, but you are not going to be too bothered by their first impression. An example that I can give is like sometimes when you meet someone, you're just like, oh yeah, that is exactly who they are. This is not a first impression thing. Like you can kind of sense that they are who they show themselves to be. But then there are also certain times in life that you see or you meet certain people, and they're like, their first impression is kind of off in a sense that you're like, I don't think that's who they are. Maybe they're just not comfortable in like a first meeting situation kind of thing. But you kind of have a sense that like once you get to know them a little bit better or a little bit longer, that they will be different, if you know what I mean. And this person, your person, group number 3, is definitely someone who will age like wine over time. Like they would be so much better the longer you know them. Their first impression might not be that impressive, but the longer you know them, the better it will be. Okay, and now we are going to go into the Oracle cards. So this Oracle card, we're going to take a look at how this person actually is. Yeah, like not first impression, but who they actually are on the inside, like their soul kind of thing. So you guys have, you guys have Elk. And okay, as I was saying, I see this Elk card in this deck as like the Emperor. They both have the same energy, although the Elk is talking more about earth element, which is funny because the color, like the colors, when I see it, it reminds me of fire, but the symbol is an earth. So they could be like an earth with like fire signs. So Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, and then fire signs we are Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo. So for example, my sign, I am an earth, what is that? An earth sun with a fire moon, right? Like I'm a Virgo sun with an Aries moon. So something like that. And the Emperor is also Aries energy. So it could be someone who is like that. But yeah, they definitely have more of like a grounding energy, but at the same time it is a passionate, fiery side to them as well. Like there's a fiery, passionate side to this person. But with the elk, who they actually are on the inside is that they are a very caring, nurturing person. Like think of the, I wouldn't say stereotypical, but like if you imagine someone to be the best father figure there is, this is who who this person is. They're kind of like the head of the household. They don't mind taking charge. They would love to take charge. They would never let you struggle. They would take care of you. They are the protector. They are the pack leader. Like who they are on the inside, it is this confident, this emperor kind of person, which is crazy because I think like you see that, like you see past the facade or the temporary situation that is happening around them, and you see what it is on the inside of this person, which is like your impression of this person is actually who they really are, and they're a great person. Like I would love to meet this person, I'm just saying. Okay, and then we are going to go into more tarot cards to take a look at when and where you'll meet this person. So this isn't really talking about the exact location or the exact time, but it's kind of like, I mean, it could be, but it also could be something like a time in your life, like what you would be going through when you meet this person, something like that. So, oh my gosh, okay, so you guys have the Emperor again. You guys have the Emperor, and the Elk, which is to me the Emperor card. So you have 3 Emperors. Aries energy is just so strong over here. And then you guys also have the 6 of Pentacles. And then you have the Hermit. Okay, so one funny thing that is coming to me when I see this card is that this is just going to resonate for very few of you, but I feel like you guys might be meeting each other at like a convention somewhere with cosplays, because I'm looking at this Emperor and I'm just giving, like, he's just giving me a very cosplay vibe. And so is the Hermit. Like all these star wands and like the lamp with the ribbons, it just gives me like a very well made cosplay prop vibe, which makes sense because if you meet this person at like a convention, and let's say this is your like first time cosplaying or being at a convention or supporting a friend who's cosplaying, they might be out of their element. Maybe they're a little bit self-conscious, maybe they're not very comfortable with what they're doing, which I don't know, like it's really funny. I just think that if that is the situation for like the one person watching this video, I don't know, I think it's really cute, but yes. But what I'm also seeing is that, yeah, it will happen. So the Emperor and the Hermit are very conflicting energy. Like the Emperor is someone who is very confident, and the Hermit is someone who is actually kind of like not taking action because they're not, you know, they're going within, but they're also not too sure about like what is the best possible action to take. So the best action that they're taking is inaction, something like that. And okay, I see. So with the 6 of Pentacles in the middle with the scale, Libra energy could be significant as well, but I'm also seeing a balance. So you will meet this person when you are in the energy of a balance, when you have found that sweet spot between masculine and feminine energy, action and inaction. Like when you are just chill and you let life happen to you, but at the same time you're not just sitting on your bum doing nothing, you're out there doing stuff. Like you are in this like energy of like balance, and everyone is just watching you and being inspired by you. That is when you are going to meet this person. And I feel like when things are in balance, that's like a sign for the universe to give you more, you know, like to fill your cup more. Because let's say the universe or like life is filling one side of the cup and then you're not able to balance the other side, then they're gonna stop filling this cup because like, hey, you gotta balance it out a little more before we continue filling it, you know. And that's how we all grow as humans. Like we enlarge our capacity, that's growing pains, and then we get used to it, and then we enlarge it a little bit more, that's a little bit of discomfort, a little bit of more like growing pains again, and then more and more and more, right? And that's how it works. So yeah, and I think you will come to this point where you are in equilibrium, you are very comfortable, and you are able to balance out your energy. And that is when the universe is going to introduce this person to you. Might throw you a little bit imbalance initially, but it's all for your own benefit, because like even with good things, right, like we still need to level up ourselves to be I guess suitable for these amazing things to happen in our lives. So yeah, that's the energy that I'm getting as to when and where you'll meet this person. And then we have our final 2 cards, which is going to talk about the purpose of this relationship and why it is here. So you guys have the ever unfolding rose cracked open, is happening for you, not to you. And let me just put this here. And then you guys also have the Carmine and Poppy dreams. So okay, with these 2 cards, I kind of feel like this person that you're meeting is actually going to be the person of your dreams, someone that you kind of always wanted. But not only that, like with this card, the impression that I'm getting for this reading specifically is that this is your reward. This person coming into your life is your reward for being able to balance out your energy. Like this is your treat that the universe is giving you for like, good job. You did your assignment really well. You aced it. Let us give you this treat because you totally deserve it. And that is why the universe is giving you the person of your dreams. And I think that's a beautiful energy. This person looks like a beautiful person. I really don't know what more to say. I just feel like with the other piles, it's like, yeah, like they have a lot of, you know, I guess things that they would learn on this relationship and stuff. But with you guys, universe is just like, yo, like this is for you. Like, good job. Have a treat. We're making one of your dreams come true. So yeah, congratulations. I'm really happy for you. And now we're going to end off the reading with this final card. And the message from Spirit says, transformation. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. And this is also giving me a very strong relation to the flowers of transforming. But yeah, this is just a message from Spirit, and I just feel like this is going to be a very deep, loving connection that you guys are going to be really a positive impact on one another, and you guys are going to transform each other's lives after you get together. So congratulations, group number 3, on meeting or on your journey to meet this amazingly wonderful person, and congratulations on being able to see past the facade and things that are happening around other people that might not necessarily be who they are. And also congratulations on being able to balance out the energies of life. That is an amazing feat. You guys are doing amazing. You guys are great, okay? So yeah, congratulations on all of that, and I'm very excited about your future for you, group number 3. It looks very beautiful. And yeah, that is all I have for this reading. Thank you so much for letting me do this reading for you, and thank you so much to your spirit guides, your spiritual team, for letting me tap into the energy and for the messages to flow through me and towards you. I really do hope that some of the messages resonated with you guys. I'm sending you lots of love. I'm sending your spiritual team, your loved ones, friends, family, lots of love no matter where they are. And if you like this video, you can leave me a like. You can also leave a comment because I would love to read them, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so that you don't miss out on my future videos. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.